We're trying to do some stuff that we can do in the RV. So I'm going to make some ribs in my caloric multi air fryer thing. I'm going to try ribs today. See what happens. Hopefully they turn out okay. They should. Can't see why they wouldn't. This thing cooks pretty good. I set it to bake. I didn't set it to air fry. Set it to bake. I'm going to put them in initially at 300 for. I'm going to check it in an hour, but I got it set for an hour and a half. I'm going to use some liquid smoke since I'm not going to be smoking it. I have some Kinder's all-purpose. It's a meat and veggie rub, and then I got a little bit of honey garlic rub that I'm going to put on this too, and then I'm going to put wrap it later too. But for starters, get the rub on here. Pat that down a little bit. Get the other rub on here. Honey garlic. That on there. Pat that all in. Flip it over. And of course, do everything to this side, but I'm going to add a little bit of liquid smoke on this too. This side. Since I'm not going to be smoking it. Not a lot, just a little. My wife don't like smoke flavor, so sometimes I say she's not an American because of that. So got that on there. Rub that down a little bit. Get that smoke in there nicely. There we go. Let's get some of this back on here. Pour a little bit more generous up top. Where the meat is, of course. Uh-oh. Sounds like it's already reached temp. And then the honey rub again. Yeah, we've already reached temp. That heated up quick. This is the honey rub. Got that down on there. Set this in here. It's got to go in on an angle because the rib's a little big. I put one of my pans underneath, kind of use it as a drip pan. That up here. That in there. Close the door. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 1 hour. We'll come back and check it in about an hour. I'm looking to try to get this up to about 150, 160, and then I'm going to wrap it and then try to cook it the rest of the way up. And then we'll throw it in there and get a glaze on it too. So this is a recipe I've never tried before. So Kinder's and Weber, a little smoke rub. See what happens. All right, welcome back. I probed the stuff probably a little over 20 plus minutes ago, and it was about between 145 and 155, depending on where I probed it. So I threw it in for another. It's been about 20 minutes now. So it's been in about an hour 20. And now it's time to put them in a wrap. Let's see here. Here's this. On my wrap, put that upside down. You can see it's starting to pull away. So this is actually cooking it really, really well. So what I have is I have a little bit of butter down here and some applesauce. On the bottom, a little bit more here. Now some more butter for here. All right. I'm throwing a little bit more applesauce. We're going to put it in for another hour. Should get us up to around 600. And we're going to do some applesauce or rub. I'm sorry. I need to stop listening to Big Bang Theory. I'm gonna put a sauce on it, and then we're gonna get a glaze. So we got applesauce on here. I was gonna put buttermilk on, but my buttermilk spoiled. I figured a wife wouldn't like it that way. So I'm gonna put beer on there, but I'm not gonna put this one. Got a little bit of beer here. Let me pump this up a little bit. This stuff's gonna be almost done, and it's not gonna take long to finish this at all. Because, like I said, it's already pulling away from the bone. So I'm gonna pour a little beer on here. Get a little juice in there. I don't have any apple juice. I started making this before I realized I don't have apple juice, and I don't have buttermilk. It'll work. So we're gonna wrap these up. We'll wrap this up. I got the meat side down. And again, we're still at 300 degrees. Been in about an hour 20 now. There we go. Got that there. I'm gonna put that back on the rack. It's gotten a little bit smaller, so it fits a little bit better. Put this back in the oven. And I got to reset my timer here. So we'll reset my timer for an hour. See where we're at. So we're at in an hour. Hopefully it'll be around 2:05, somewhere there. That's where we're planning on being. All right, so let's see what we got here. It's been an hour and 20 minutes now. We've had it in the bath. Smells really good. Smells really good. Let's see where we're at here. Everything's pulling away from the bone, so this is probably done. Let's see. Probe it. $1.99 in the thick part. See, we're down here in the thinner part. We're right at 200, 202. So I think we're good. So pull this out. I want to get rid of all the excess applesauce and butter and stuff that's on here. Pour that all out. Get that out of here. So that's all out. There we go. Ooh, it's folding together pretty good right there. Ooh, looking good. All right. Drop that in the sink for right now. Ooh, it's leaking all over the place here. Let's get some paper towels. And I'm going to put some Sweet Back Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it. Sweet Baby Ray's sauce. So put it on both sides. Put it on top, put it on the bottom. There we go. Put it on the bottom. It smells good. this over. All right, so we got all that on here. Need this back. I'm gonna put this bone side up now, or bone side down. Oof, it's falling apart too much. Can't even get it off of there. There we go. We got it back on there. Put this in for another, let's put it in for about 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, we're done. Let's get a glaze on it. Set this down for 15. Call it 15 and we'll call it good. And then we will see where we're at in 15 minutes. All right, we just pulled everything out. It's got a nice glaze on it. The thick end is at 190. Thin end. And I've had it out for about 2-3 minutes. So we're at 190 all the way around. We're a little hotter one, or a little warmer when we went in, but hey, should be good. Looks good. See what we got here. See if this is any good. I don't know if I did a good thing with the combo or not. Looks to pull apart. Oh, pulls apart nicely. Pulls apart really nicely. Very good flavor. Very good flavor. Comes apart nicely. Worked really well. I'm finishing dinner in my caloric. I got potatoes and I got some, French fries on one side, and then I got grilled cheese on the other. So hopefully they'll come together nicely. Let this cool down just for a little bit, next 15 minutes or so, and wow, this came out really good. Wow, in the caloric, everything in the caloric. Very good. I recommend it. So that's how you cook it in a caloric. It took roughly 3 hours, 3.5. One and a half, yeah, about 3 hours. Took about 120 without the wrap, about 120 or 130 with the wrap, and then another 15 minutes to get the glaze on here. So it came out really good in the caloric on bake. Didn't do it on air fry, I did it on bake. So give it a shot.